Got clogged arteries? Eat this food. Hello, Dr. Joe here. Now, do you have clogged arteries? Well, if you do, then you need to pay attention to this very video because I'm about to reveal an enzyme that literally degrades plaques in your arteries. Now, the way this video is going to work is I'm first of all going to talk about the study that looked into this very subject. It revealed the potential of this very enzyme degrading plaques in arteries. So we'll talk about that first of all. And then later on, I will reveal the name of this very enzyme. Now, this enzyme is available in the form of supplements, but guess what? You can also get it from food. I'm also going to reveal that very food to you. So how about we jump right in?
Okay, so we kick off with this image here. This is an image that is showing you the state of clogged arteries. So we start off with this healthy vessel. This is what a vessel should look like, an artery. It should look like this. You've got the walls, and then you've got the lumen in here. And this vessel is clean, and this is what your vessel should look like, a clean lumen. And that means the blood can flow freely through this very lumen. And of course, with an unhealthy lifestyle, you begin to deposit fatty deposits on the walls of the artery. So as you can see here, this one is about 20 to 30% clogged up with fatty streak. And if your lifestyle does not change, if it doesn't improve, then things will progress to what you're seeing here. Now, this vessel, you can see here, this yellow stuff here, the fatty streak, well, it's no longer a fatty streak, it's a proper fatty deposit, is clogging up about, 70 to 80% of the lumen. And then, of course, if things still do not change, you end up with this one here that is about 90% occluded, completely obliterated, well, almost completely obliterated. So the idea behind this very study was to see whether could you get something like this or something like this to this very state. That is to say, a plaque reduction, okay? And maybe even something like this, turn the vessel to a completely clean one. So that was the idea behind this very study. And the other thing was they wanted to find out too, that if you gave this very agent, can you clean up the vessel whilst improving your lipid profile, as well as that the agent that you're using should not have any side effects. Because a lot of things that we do tend to have side effects. So is it possible to have an agent that will clean up your vessels into this very state, or reduce the plaque size to something like this? Can you do that without side effects? So it's one of the things they were interested in. So how did they go about it? Well, they recruited 1,062 study participants. Both genders were involved, and they had a complete lipid profile at the beginning and at the end of the study, which lasted 12 months. And the other thing they did was they checked the carotid artery. The carotid artery is the vessel that supplies blood to your brain. And they checked the arteries, what we call IMT, which is intima media thickness. They checked it before and after. So the intima media thickness is just a measurement to see how thick the walls of the vessels looks like. So this is a normal vessel, as you can see here, this black bit here. This is the lumen of the vessel. This is the wall of the vessel, this two. This is a nice clean lumen. And of course, once you start having fatty deposits dumped on the wall of the vessel, this is what you see. This is the fatty streak already been dumped. This is probably about 15% or so. So this is just an example, by the way. So they did the scan at the beginning and after the 12 months of the study. And they randomized the study participants into two groups. One group, they gave them 3,600 fibrinolytic units per day of this very enzyme, which you can get from food. I should emphasize this, although they used supplements in this very study. And the second group, they gave them 10,800 fibrinolytic units per day of this very enzyme. And well, the other thing they did was they had subgroups in this very study. And in one subgroup, they gave them vitamin K2 daily. And the second group, they gave them low dose aspirin, which was 100 milligrams of aspirin, in addition to the enzyme, the 3,600 or 10,800 fibrinolytic units. So, what did they find? Well, the findings are quite interesting, I have to say. The first thing they found was the size of the plaque was reduced by an average of 36%. Remember, the study lasted just 12 months, and they were already seeing 36% reduction average in the study participants. But here's the kicker. They only found this reduction in those using the 10,800 fibrinolytic units of the enzyme per day. Those who were on 3,600 fibrinolytic units per day did not see any change in their arteries. So their arteries remained the same after the 12 months. Now, the other thing they found was that there was better plaque reduction in those who exercised. So if you did exercise, you're going to get better results. And the funny thing was that they also found better plaque reduction in obese individuals, in smokers, as well as alcohol users. This is telling us that apart from exercise, the worse your lifestyle was, the better the results that they had. So this is quite encouraging, I have to say. Now, what about the subgroups? They also had better results in plaque suppression in those who were using aspirin. Remember the subgroups I talked about? One subgroup, they gave them aspirin, and the second subgroup, they gave them vitamin K2. In those who had aspirin added to the enzyme, they had nice plaque suppression. But in those who had vitamin K2 added to the enzyme as part of the regime, there was no synergistic impact at all. So K2 made no difference as far as plaque reduction was concerned, but aspirin did help. So very important finding there too. Now, what else? Well, they found that blood lipids, and by that I mean total cholesterol, LDL cholesterol, and triglycerides all improved over the 12 months, okay? All improved. So pretty good, really, really good. So this study is essentially telling us that the effective dose of this enzyme, if you want to see plaque reduction, is 10,800 fibrinolytic units of the enzyme per day. That is the dose that you need. And they also concluded that this very dose is side effect free. So you can confidently use this very enzyme at this dose of 10,800 fibrinolytic units without expecting any side effects at all, which is a win-win for the users. So what is the name of this very enzyme? Well, before I reveal the name of the enzyme to you, a quick plug, and it is about my book. This is my book on managing high blood pressure with lifestyle approach. This is the second edition of this very book. Links to get the book right below this very video. Do get yourself a copy. So, what is the name of this very enzyme? Well, it is Nattokinase. In the study, this enzyme was presented in the form of supplements, but guess what? You can also access this very enzyme through your diet. You can get it from food. So, what food might you access this very Nattokinase? Well, it's obvious. It is this very food here. It is natto. Okay, this is natto. It is a Japanese food. You can get it from any Asian shop where they sell Japanese food. It's readily available. Now, I have to say this. I need to warn you, natto, doesn't send your taste buds buzzing. It is an acquired taste. So, just to let you know, it is a little bit slimy. And of course, because it is a fermented food, that is why the enzyme is available in this very natto food, okay? So do get yourself some natto. If they can get those results in 12 months, you can imagine the results you will get if you are consuming natto as a food over 2 years, 3 years, eating it on a regular basis. So, sometimes the magic to your health problems can be found in foods, and natto is just one of those foods. Oh, by the way, let me show you this very study first of all before we round up. And here is the study. It was published in the Frontiers in Cardiovascular Medicine with the title Effective Management of Atherosclerosis Progress and Hyperlipidemia with Nattokinase, a clinical study with 1,062 participants.
So do let me know if Nero is one food that you have been consuming all along. That'd be great. Do let me know in the comment section, or if it is something that you look forward to. And also let me know if you have Japanese shops around where you live in your locality. Please do let me know in the comment section as well. So I'm hoping that you got some value from this very video. If you did, please give the video a thumbs up. Please like the video, and also please share this video with your friends, family, and colleagues. Questions, comments, leave them down below. That's it for this very video. Until next time, well, this is Dr. Joe signing out.